Got it. Leave meeting.
Okay.
Just go with leave meeting. You know.
I don't know what you mean by that.
instead of okay.
That's okay. We're live now. We'll clear it up later. All right. And last piece of housekeeping, we got to make sure that the channel landing page is set to the right file. Oh man, come on. Wow, I guess see, the problem is I have to like do the set the customization of the channel so that this video is the first thing that people see, whether they've subscribed to the channel already or not.
Right.
And you can't do that until the video actually exists, which means the stream has to start. So that's why like the first couple minutes or so is always sort of me doing this on camera, because like that's the only way to do that when people get the notification to go to the channel page live. That's the only way to do it. So there we go. Yep, that works. Okay. All right, we're up now. All right, so hello everyone, good evening. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Showcase for the week ending Sunday, March 13th, 2022. I'm Don. With me tonight is
Young Kaiko. I'm back.
Good to see you again, Kaiko. How you been, man?
Man, I've been on a journey. Well, I'll always be on a journey. I'm in a different stage of the journey. You know what I'm saying? Just another chapter.
Okay.
Another chapter of the book. You know what I'm saying? So,
the book of life, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Cool. Well, thanks for setting aside a paragraph on a page of your book of life for the show tonight. We're happy to have you with us for some weird news.
You know what I'm saying? Check out the news, see what's going on. I haven't checked the news lately. I haven't really experienced what was happening outside, except that, things is, except for like, the big things that are going on. The things that you don't need to be on the news, that you don't have to be on the internet for. Somebody just gonna tell you, oh, that happened the other day.
Yeah.
Right? Stuff like that.
There's been a lot of that the last few weeks. But
that's what I'm saying. So besides that, I don't know what's been going on media related, what have you. So
well, that's why we're here. We just want to create one place on the internet where we can sort of like talk about some like funny and interesting pop culture kind of stuff, basically, that may have gone under the radar, or that we can sort of laugh about a little bit, just for a little while, for like maybe an hour, maybe 70 minutes or so, basically.
And that's what I'm here for. So
Cool. And and once again, thank you at home for tuning in as well. If you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and sub if you haven't already, and drop a comment below while we're doing the live stream, and we might read off your reactions on the air. So without any further delay, Kaiko, you ready to get started?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
All right. So we already have the first topic up on the view screen right now to my right. If you're seeing this feed on YouTube, this is to my right here in the split screen. A rare first edition Pokemon card that had been expected to sell for $200,000 ended up fetching a high bid of $336,000 in an auction.
How much?
Kaiko,
what was the first? Hold on, I can't see it. Let me see.
It's
you switch to view gallery. Yeah, okay, now I'm looking at it. You see, I still can't see it though.
You can pin the production camera to your screen so that it takes up the full frame in Zoom.
I know that. I know that's how you do that.
Well, let me go ahead and load this up first for the audience. Here we go. While you go ahead and figure that out. Due to technical difficulties, please stand by. Okay, here we go. Okay. So I'm going to try and magnify this and expand the view for the audience at least. Here we go. So this is from UPI. It looks like probably a third to a half of our stuff is honestly from UPI this time. So here's the actual card. It's a first edition holographic Charizard, appraised, and let's see, sold for $336,000. Heritage Auctions said the Pokemon trading card game Charizard number 4 first edition base set trading card is a highly sought item among collectors due to its being from the first English language run of Pokemon cards. Or those of you who aren't familiar with the history of this, both of you should probably know, that this started in Japan, and so like all the true first run cards are all in Japanese. So yeah, that's kind of where the significance of that came from, because like once it hit America, once it hit English language. Go ahead, Kaiko.
No, I'm saying not only that, but Charizard is one of the most popular cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people pay weird amounts of money for Charizard. Not even the new ones, you know. Not that you talking about an original one now. I understand the supply and demand, whatever, about for this card, but you know, even the new ones, I got this big one. You know, it's like a book. It's like the size of a book. You know, but even that's like, you know, $20 if I take it to the card shop. You know, but you can get it in a box set for $30 and get all these other cards. But it by itself is $20 at the store. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, because it probably didn't go through some sort of complicated appraisal process or something, basically, right, in order to get.
So it's right. You know, so I mean, I get why Charizard is on the market like that. You know, I like Charizard.
A 1998 Pikachu Illustrator holographic, I guess, promo card previously made headlines in late February when it fetched a $900,000 bid in an auction. This is a typo. It said action. In an auction organized by Golden, whoever that is, excuse me. The sum is believed to be the highest price ever paid for a Pokemon card. It would seem so. Good grief. I guess that's basically it. There's no attached video to it. But yeah, that's a lot of serious coin for a collectible card here. We have another guest with us right now, joining us now live, Miss Raina. Hello, good to see you again.
Hello.
Can you your camera is wrong orientation? The orientation sensor is still like vertical. Can that be changed really quickly? There it is. Perfect. Okay. So there you go. Good to see you again. Welcome. How are you doing so far this weekend?
You said, how am I doing this weekend?
Yeah.
I am good and tired. I'm just like tired. I don't know what it's been. Like, it's been a busy week as like an educator. We had a short week at school because we had like 2 student-free days.
Ooh.
And like the 3 days that we did have, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, were a complete whirlwind. Like, it was crazy. It wiped me out
at least
for the whole week.
So it's good you got a little bit of a break. Go ahead.
No student days. That means that it's just the teachers. And y'all, what do y'all do?
We have to go in for so Thursday, because I'm an elective teacher, I teach musical theater for K through 8th grade. Thursday, the elective teachers got to have a complete day off. So Thursday I was off. Got a lot done at my home. And then Friday we had a training.
Right.
And it was just like our director got us a yoga instructor. So we did yoga. And then that part was cool. But then we had like lectures. Oh my goodness. We had lectures. The lectures were long. They catered lunch, which was great. And then more lecturing. So like the thing is with my job that it's very annoying, but also super funny. They know when they're about to just like mentally drain us. And so they do really nice things for us, like cater lunch, yoga, or something. They just know when it's going to be a day. And they're like, be prepared to be here with laptops in hand, notebooks, and to start, working on certain things that need to be worked on. But yeah.
So it's a busy day, but it's got its benefits, is what you're saying. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, props for making it through. Yeah. Props for making it through, and for setting the time aside to join us today for Weird News. We're on tail end of the first topic here. Did you ever collect Pokemon cards when you were younger?
Absolutely. My son does now.
Really? Did you hand down
whole thing? I wish I was able to keep mine, but I couldn't for ridiculous reasons.
Ooh. That's unfortunate. We lost your camera. Hang on. There you are.
So let me tell you how funny. Really quick, short story. Basically, when I was younger, my grandmother somehow, I don't know where she got this, but she said Pokemon cards were demonic, and so like my mom made me throw them all away.
This has been talked about several times in my life. You know that Pokemon as an individual is evil. Yeah.
See, here's the thing: if Pokemon is demonic and like evil or whatever, how much must these parents' heads explode once Harry Potter came on the scene? That's straight up witchcraft.
Oh, that happened.
You know what I'm saying?
I got that talk too.
I've had that talk
too. I bet.
I've had that, and they no, I'm not gonna get into that, but they yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know. Needless to say, but we were saying. So what did I miss? First edition.
Charizard Pokemon card sells for $336K.
No way.
Yeah. This thing is serious. This is a minted first edition holographic Charizard from the original run of English language cards, right when we started getting this stuff over here in America. And yeah, this is originally, I was expected to sell for $200K and wound up taking in 336. So somebody paid some serious money for this piece of paper. That just happened to have been praised. So
I saw a post not too long ago that was like, if I kept all my Pokemon cards, I would have been like a millionaire by now, or certain things. Like, and I was just like, I wonder.
I have to do some digging. I may still have some.
I have a first edition Machamp. If anybody wanna on here and buy that from me. So
is it is it holographic? Is it the kind that was shrink wrapped?
It's like this one. It's like Charizard. It's from this line. It's from this exact line of cards. It's holographics, first edition, shadowless for the card people out there. It's shadowless. It has it's
maybe you should get it appraised.
I need to get it graded. But they said it take a year to get it graded or something. And when I heard that, I was just like, I'm gonna forget about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it alone. But
all right.
That's how I feel. What's happening here is what I wish, because I was into Pokemon cards and Pogs.
Okay.
And I'm like, what can I have now? Pogs, the thing is, Pogs haven't made a comeback. Pokemon cards are still a thing, and they want the cards, and my son would love to have something like that. Like there's a
we need to move on.
What is the word for it?
Collectors?
Yeah. Yes. People don't I guess aren't collecting Pogs. Bring Pogs back.
I know somebody who's now about to start collecting farm animals, because this actually segues into our next topic here. This is again from UPI. British farm announces birth of 5-legged lamb. This is apparently a thing now. So let's try and get all this way down here. Here we go. The owners of a British farm. We're getting a little lag here. Can y'all still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's weird. Sorry, my streaming system seems to have a little bit of lag right now for some strange reason on the recording side. I hope y'all can still see and hear this okay. Okay, here we go. Sorry. All right, let's move on. It fixed itself. So this is March 9. The owners of a British farm said they were shocked when a lamb was born recently with a 5th leg sticking out of its side. Heather Hogarty, part owner of White House Farm in the Morpeth, Northumberland area, said the 5-legged lamb was born as part of a set of triplets on February 22nd, and the animal appears to be in good health. I don't see another picture in here. There is something else attached, but for some reason this browser isn't really adapting very well to that image. But what I can do is go back over to the source page and expand that image, because that's that one. That our database did actually contain an image to work with. Here we go. So there you go. There's that looks to be the 5-legged lamb.
I feel like I can barely see it.
So you can clearly see I hope that's clearly visible on y'all's end once it expands. Once the expansion sort of catches up. Here we go. The picture, but you can see for those I guess listening. Yeah, there you go. Aww. So yeah, baby newborn lamb born on February 22nd. You can clearly see a small extra leg growing out of its, I guess that's its left side, judging by this image, unless it was flipped. So yeah, that's, man, what must that do for like your balance or whatever? Like first of all, imagine you're a 4-legged animal, and then imagine that you have an extra leg that literally no one else in your species has. Like, how do you deal with that? Right?
You don't. They don't know. They're just living their little lamb lives. Just being baby lambs with a 5th leg. They honestly, I wonder if they do know the difference, but they're just living their little baby lamb lives, I would imagine. Unless, like, I don't know, like, because it kind of reminds me of, but no, you're born with an extra leg. You know, the dogs that like don't have hind legs and stuff, and they have like that little wheelchair.
Yeah, there's an animal like that in Far Cry 6, that video game that just came out in like October or November. One of the companion characters you can get in that game is a little dog that doesn't have its rear legs, so it actually has a little wheelchair for it as it sort of navigates around. So,
because yeah, I wonder. I mean, like, if the leg continues to grow, like, it would be just, I don't know. Just thinking of like people that are born with extra limbs, it would just be there. Like, it would just be there. Like, I know people with extra fingers that are just kind of there. They're not as developed as the rest of their fingers, but they're just there. They just carry on with, their awesome, what people call, and which are not birth defects. It's not a defect. It's, the
it's
way in which you're born, that's unique. And
right,
this baby lamb has his cool 5th leg, and that's just what it would be. I don't know if there would be like a difference, but what could they do with that? Like, they'll have the lamb
extra limbs.
No, so I mean, like,
the story goes on.
Go ahead.
Extra limbs are believed to occur in about 1 out of every 1 million lamb births. But the owner of the farm says the lamb is actually the second to be born with a 5th leg at the farm. Is there something in the water? Quinto, a sheep born about a decade before the new arrival, had an extra leg in the center of her body. The limb had to be removed, but Quinto went on to have a long and healthy life, Fogarty said.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's what the last thing you said was that, the just like people have extra fingers, it's not developed. So I'm saying, can he move the leg? Can he walk? Can he walk with the leg? Like,
he can't walk. I don't think he can walk with the leg.
Like, he can't, he can't fight with it and stuff. That's cool. I need to have an extra limb. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't think those kinds of animals can do very much fighting with their limbs per se. Like, there's more of like a headbutt sort of thing. Like, I'm thinking of, right. But if you have like a basically a lance sticking out from your side, you could just like, go right up against the enemy's side and from your side and just like poke them like that. You know what I mean?
But what I'm taking out of this is that, look, this article probably got about, say, like, call it 500,000 views, right? 500,000 views. That's a lot of views. Listen, I'm saying I need to find me a 6-legged, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's part of what I was going to say. This story does more for the farm than it has anything to do with the lamb itself. Like,
right.
It puts the farmer and the farm on the map.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
So looks like you need to get exactly that. You want to up your followers? You know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do. Exactly.
We have a comment in our live chat feed. I once saw a giraffe at the zoo that I thought had 5 legs. ... Turned out he didn't. ... Ahem. ...
Hell no. Come on, man.
Rim shot. All right. Let's move on. All right. And for those of you who are tuning in, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and a sub if you haven't already. And if you're watching live, don't forget to drop us a comment and we might read it off on the air, just like we just did just now. So let's go ahead and move on. Next item on the docket. Here we go. Brazilian speedrunner sets new 41.022 second Super Mario World record. Y'all remember that video game from like, what was it, 90, 91?
Still one of my favorites.
Not good at Mario.
I know.
Never been good at Mario.
I'm great at Mario.
Never been good at it.
Whoa, Kaiko, seriously?
Never been. Not at this Mario. The only Marios I'll be good at is like the Mario Galaxy and Mario Kart, all the sport Marios and you know, I was never good at the side scrolling Mario. Get to the next. I wasn't for me.
I love that one.
Yeah. No, it's I would watch it. I can't play it. I can't get far in it. I'm not good at it.
I love it. I love to beat Koopa. That's like my favorite thing. And like the Bowser. And I'm like, the best. I have like the best. Go ahead.
But before we go into this, like, how did you beat Bowser? Did you actually like do the thing on the other side with the pull the drawbridge off from under him so he falls in lava, or did you actually hold on to a fire flower long enough to just throw fire flowers at him until he dies? Like, you can actually kill Bowser that way.
No, I didn't know that. Like, I would just do the thing where the fire, but it would be I would run from one side and
drawbridge,
run to the other side and until like he. Like,
yeah, to jump over to the other side to get the drawbridge out from under him. Yeah.
Like it was, you know, stuff like that. That game was so much fun, man. And I still have like the most fun memories from that. Like, man, those were the days. Those were the days.
True. Very true.
This is the Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, right?
That's right. Fastest completion of Super Mario World. 41.022 seconds. The record holder said his name is @Furious_. Yeah, he beat the entire game start to finish, 41 seconds. He said the hardest part was placing Yoshi in the right spot to spit out the red shells. This is according to the Guinness World Records Twitter account.
He beat the whole game in 42 seconds.
42 seconds.
Yes. No, he didn't.
Hang on. Matthias Furtado. Hang on. Matthias Furtado, known as Furious online with all capital letters except the I is lowercase, Furious, broke the speed record for completing Super Mario World in the zero exit category, meaning he used a glitch in the game to reach the end credits without finishing a single level. So he didn't actually do a bunch of like shortcuts or like warps to hopscotch over to certain worlds like we've seen people do in the original Mario Brothers game. This guy just exploited a glitch that was unintentionally left in the final product. Furtado's time of 41.022 seconds took the Guinness record from US gamer Seth Bling, who set the previous fastest time of 41.350 seconds in April 2020. Furtado said his work as a software developer gave him prior experiences with glitches and bugs. He told Guinness, quote, "Turning programming flaws in these games into something useful, like shortening a record time, is what inspires me to break records in this kind of speedrun category."
But hold on.
That's it.
Hold on. How are they counting it if he used a glitch? If they know he used a glitch, they know that it was false technology.
Well, if you finish it under any circumstances, I guess they'll sort of let that fly so long as they sort of compartmentalize the conditions of that achievement in a different way that doesn't run roughshod over like somebody else's version of that same. So like, in other words, like the story said, a zero exit category. I mean, like it's a whole category of this particular record that allows you to use a glitch or an exploit of some kind. Just get to the end credits however you can, as opposed to, like I was saying, the other way to do it, which is just powering through it as fast as you can, the long way.
And I thought
the shortest way possible.
Yeah, we were thinking that's how he did it too. But
I don't mean to sound like a hater, but I mean, there was a glitch in the game.
Power through it.
I want to know who
there was a glitch in the game.
Playing it through. That's what I want to know. Who can, if somebody do it in 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? That might
there was a glitch.
It was a glitch. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
I need to know.
I'm stuck on the fact that apparently Nintendo put this game out 30 years ago, and there's a glitch that you can find at 41 seconds in that kicks you all the way to the end and just hopscotches you all over the entire experience of playing the game. Like for those, who may not remember this far back, like games then cost like what's by now financial terms crazy when you consider what those kind of games are worth now. Like we're talking about what's basically a game that's what 10 Kaiko, what does this game go for us on the Switch virtual console, whatever, like 10-15 bucks max for Mario World?
More.
Well, on the Switch, I mean, I think this is free if you got the online subscription. I think so.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think we paid 24. My son has Super Mario. I think we paid like 24 to have that on his Switch.
Right. I don't. Well, I have it. I don't play it. I need to play it. I don't play it because those games be getting on my nerves. Them old games be getting on my nerves.
Those are my best. Those are my favorite ones. Retro games. If you want to know, I know a lot about somebody by the way they play retro games or don't play retro games.
Right.
That will tell me everything I need to know. Okay. Pac-Man, Galaga.
Hate it.
That man is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
What did you say?
Avengers reference. Never mind. Keep going.
Pac-Man, Galaga, Tetris.
Hate it.
Man, there's
Metroid.
Hate.
Metroid.
I don't know. I can't remember which one is that.
Metroid, one? Zelda.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Remember the original
Zelda. Okay.
Remember the original Donkey Kong?
Mm-hmm.
Hate it.
The original Donkey Kong. Crash Bandicoot.
Hate it.
Crash Bandicoot. No. You can't put Crash in that category. We're talking about real retro games.
I know, but Crash Bandicoot was still kind of one of the ones that you could, because that one was on PlayStation. That was like the first thing I ever like really played on PlayStation was Crash Bandicoot. That was like
1996.
Right
that's right. Days. Same here.
That was like right out of my Nintendo days. But you know what? And also, you remember the Duck Hunter?
Hate it.
That's again NES. That game was bundled with the original Mario Brothers. Yeah,
dude, that was so much fun. I mean, I can tell a lot, and the way somebody plays Tetris. You want to know somebody's problem solving skills, strategizing skills, and I mean, play a retro game, and you'll know a lot. I like to do that. That's actually something I do. I will invite people over.
Really?
Oh yeah, I invite people over when I have like friends over sometimes, and I'm like, "You want to play? You want to play Tetris? You want to play Pac-Man?
Would you like to play a game?"
And it tells me a lot. Like I see them play, and I'm just like,
I tell you what game I hate the most is Frogger. I hate Frogger.
Oh, crossing the street. You don't like to cross the street?
Oh god, I hate that game. That's one of the games. That's one of them games where you want to put it on hard and you want to play it. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to the end, and when you doing good and you die, boy, you want to curse somebody out. You know what I'm saying?
Those are the best games, I'm telling you. Because the reason why they upset you so much is because you feel like they should be easy, and when you play them and they're not, you feel like what?
I like I like these games.
Here's another one. We gotta move on. Insurance company details dirty deeds done by dogs.
Who?
So hang on a second. Here we go. This is another thing from UPI. British home insurance company Aviva detailed some of the most unusual claims involving dogs, including a canine that flooded its owner's home by running the kitchen sink. Aviva said it typically receives about 800 accidental damage claims each year for incidents involving dogs, and the company said each claim was valued at an average $1,440. This is a British company, but the story is being published with American money. I'm not sure if that translates over, like if they mean like GBP or as opposed to USD. But anyway, the company detailed some of the most unusual claims involving the canine companions of homeowners, including the story of a Labrador Great Dane mix named Whiskey, who turned on the water tap in his owner's kitchen, causing $5,233 worth of flooding damage to the house. Wow. Another customer informed the company that she was cleaning out a fish tank at her home when her dog became snagged on a charging cable and caused her laptop computer to fall into a bucket filled with water. No.
What?
No.
They gotta go.
Oh my goodness. So cleaning out a fish tank. Okay, so the dog basically pulled a Deuce Bigelow and just you start from ruining a fish tank and then the circumstances. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine having that kind of you can't even. Oh my goodness. I can't even really imagine like how in the world that happens where like the dog trips up the computer and see, I have a couple laptops and I'm a dog owner. It's hard for me to even imagine that. But what do you guys think about this?
My cats will always mess up stuff. My cat.
Oh yeah, Randy, you have a cat too.
My cats will I leave my laptop open and it'll be like ready. If you click on something, it's gonna type, because it's on Word or something, so it's gonna type. And so they get up on here and they type all these keys and they'll make it do stuff. They'll say, they'll save stuff and they'll delete stuff and all kind of different stuff. And all three of them, they get on here and do different things. So I don't know what happened.
That's my cat too. Yeah, my cat, she likes to, especially when I'm on it. If the laptop's open, she's walking on the keys. I don't know what it is about those laptop keys. It's not
warm.
Sure.
It's warm. That's why.
Really?
They like the warmth of the what I'm saying.
She's always knocking things down and scaring herself too. Like she's always like attacking something or doing something ridiculous. Like honestly, I feel like my cat pretends like she's in the jungle or something. It's weird. All of a sudden she starts pouncing on things that I don't even see. And then she's like knocking things down and then she scares herself and she'll run the other way. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And now you've knocked down a picture. You've knocked down a cup. There was one day, this is my bad. I came home. I left a candle on when I was gone.
Oh no, that's rule number one. You can't do that.
I don't even remember how I did that, but here's the kicker. I also left a bowl of popcorn on my counter. I don't remember what I was doing that day, but I came home. There was a bag of candy that the kids had from a birthday party. The bag of candy was around her neck, but there was no more candy in it. Candy was all over the living room floor. Popcorn was knocked over. The candle, I came in and there was like candle wax all over my floor. And I'm like, you must have been in that bag of candy. And now it was around your neck. And then you started freaking out because it was around your neck. And now everything is chaos. Like I had to Google how to get candle wax out of my carpet.
Wow. So what do you do to discipline your pet?
She just decided to stop acting crazy. She's like, the bag is around my neck. Now I look stupid. And I had to like take it off of her. Like I didn't get mad at her, but I was just like, what were you doing? What were you doing? And there was just stuff everywhere. Candy, popcorn, candle wax, and then the bag of the candy bag was just on her neck and she was just laying there just like, hey. Got into
So how did you discipline her?
I don't. You can't discipline a cat. I don't discipline my cat. I don't know about Kaiko, but cats do what they kind of want to do.
I've learned to never discipline them because there's nothing that you can do that'll change their mind about anything.
Cats don't care. They do what they do. It is what it is.
So I love cats. They don't care. They just you call them, they ignore you. You know what I'm saying? They hear you. They know their name. They just ignore you.
It's so funny.
That's true though. I gotta say that is true.
I'll be screaming. I'll be screaming at my cat. I'll be like, cinnamon. And she look now, but
she'll look at you and then she'll stay right where she's at sometimes. Huh?
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Company, going back to the story, and then we got to move on. The company said other claims included a dog who spilled paint on their owner's stairs, a dog who spilled bleach on their owner's carpet, a dog who knocked a hot iron onto a carpet, and a dog who got excited to see another canine and knocked over their owner's TV. Most home This is Kelly Whittington, property claims director for Aviva, says, quote, most home insurance policies have exclusions for damage caused by chewing, scratching, tearing, or fouling by domestic animals. So we'd urge customers to check their cover. But as our records show, there are plenty of dog-related incidents where home insurance, and particularly accidental damage cover, can come to the rescue, end quote. What is that even called? Like, is that even, like, is that technically like considered, I don't know if that's under the purview of act of God or whatever, like, you know, like when a tree falls on your car, a tree branch or something, like, because you have an animal, that's an element of nature, right? I'm not really sure like what that would be considered. What's your guess?
What's like the insurance for like basically pet insurance or whatever?
Yeah.
Or insurance for the stuff your pets do?
Yeah.
You know what? I know years ago, one of my cousins had a place and she was like livid because her insurance covered everything but anything her pets did. So she had a dog and the dog had anxiety. So like whenever she would leave, he would have separation anxiety and he would scratch the apartment doors till the wood was like off. And he would like bite the carpet apart. And she's like, I can't, like, I'm gonna have to pay for that. Like, they're not covering that. My dog did it. It's not like some natural accident.
How did it get managed?
Huh?
Wait, hang on. Say that last part again.
She's like, I have to pay for that. She was like so livid because she's like, they'll pay for things that are like natural, like certain accidents that happen. But when you have a dog that has an issue, that's the insurance company's not gonna be like, oh, you know, oh, it's a dog, and so now we're gonna cover that. No, it's kind of more like get your dog under control, or you're just gonna pay. Like you're just gonna pay. Control your dog.
The insurance policy at that point, then. Yeah, I mean, right? I mean, what's the point? What's the point of the insurance policy even at that point? Like, I can't even imagine. Like, if you have some sort of depending on how expensive the rates are, it's like, what's the point of even getting the policy in the first place if there's nothing to cover, especially if you're in a housing situation that allows pets, you know, which
because I mean, where I live, but have pets.
I don't know. That seems, I would hope so. But yeah,
where I live, I can have pets, and I'm pretty sure I'm good. There's like certain pets we're not allowed to have that they're not about to, you know, allowed to be here, but other than that,
like what, a goat? A goat? You can't have a goat where you live,
or a 5-legged lamb,
right?
Right.
A pie. Yep. That's why
Yeah.
Kaiko's like, right, but about those goats, about those lambs. Can you have them? Because wherever that is,
have those lambs.
You gotta have, you gotta have acres. You gotta have.
I know. I want that so bad. I've always wanted, because I grew up around animals with my grandparents, and I'm like, oh, I've always wanted that.
This is from Huffington Post.
So bad, I'm not even kidding.
There you go. Say again.
I said I want farmland so bad, I'm not even kidding.
Oh, farmland. There's a larger conversation to be had there. I'm curious about like how would you set that up? How far have you thought that through? But we'll have that conversation later. We'll get there. We'll get there. This is from Huffington Post. Things get real batty when real bat appears during a screening of The Batman.
Say that 5 times fast.
Right?
Okay. Things get real batty when real bat appears during screening of The Batman. Things get real batty when real bat appears during screening of The Batman. Things get real batty when real bat appears during screening of The Batman. Things get real batty when real bat appears during screening of The Batman. Things get real batty when real bat appears during screening of The Batman.
Wow.
So we need to take that clip right there, and that needs to be a meme right there. What you just did.
Things get real batty when real bat. I could never, honestly, I can't do that. I already can barely talk right now.
Moviegoers in Austin. Oh wait, what am I doing? We have a video here. Hang on a second. Let me just go ahead and do the video instead. Hang on. Line this up properly. Okay, here we go.
Some North Austin moviegoers got an extra crime-fighting surprise during their screening of the newest Batman movie. Check this out. It's from one of our viewers. You can see a bat flying around inside the theater. According to the viewer,
they did that on purpose.
Video, management tried to catch it.
Right. I love it. said they did that on purpose.
The footage is blurry.
Offer every around bat and all. We haven't got to the theater involved waiting to hear back. We of course wanted to keep the Batman movie itself without any spoilers, right?
Of course.
But how wild is that?
I know, and I'm not shocked at all that people didn't want to leave, and they're like, oh, you know what?
Would you have stayed?
I mean, if it was a sold out show and there was nothing else the remainder of the day, I would probably stay put too.
Yeah. I would get out of there.
If it was a sold out show, yeah, he wants his tickets value worth. Wow. I'll be honest, I'd probably bail. What about y'all? If a wild animal found its way into a movie theater, a dark movie theater in the middle of the screening,
I would shoot it with something.
Honestly, you can't have a gun in a movie theater, Kaiko.
Throw with a gun, a slingshot. You know what I'm saying? A mini cannon. That's also a gun. So never mind. What a laser beam? One of them laser beams because they got buses at the movie theater. And you can get one of them laser beams from Dave and Buster's. So I take that in the movie theater and I shoot the bat with the laser beam. Yes, sir.
Anyway, okay. I'm praying you mean a laser pointer, and that's something that can look like.
No man, it's a little gun that they go. Look,
okay. With profuse apologies to the entire state of Colorado. Raina, what about you? Take your time.
I am such a man. I'm such a I don't even know if to call it goofy. Because I know I wouldn't run. I definitely wouldn't run. But if everybody else in the theater is freaking out, the amount of laughter that would be happening, like right now, I can't even take it. I can't even imagine the chaos that would be happening. People that are scared of bats and stuff, imagine that theater. People are like, some people are scared. They want to get out, all these things. I know I would be floored. Absolutely floored in laughter. But that's just me. Because I think stuff like that is funny.
Bat kind of flying around and getting in someone's hair or something like that.
People,
and everybody sort of running.
People would probably be freaking out. I wonder if anybody in there lost it. I know I would be floored in laughter.
Judging by the footage, I couldn't really tell because a lot of it was blurred because this is local news footage. And they can't show the movie, on the local news. So they had to play that. But you can still see the little things sort of flying around. And you can also see as the camera pan across the stands, nobody was really getting up and moving. And
nobody cares. So this
is Texas, by the way.
There though, it's a bat. I could be outside and I see a bat. It'd be fine.
But you also got to think about if people did go crazy.
Kaiko sat there for a second. He was just like, they did that on purpose.
I mean, given the movie, it's a fair presumption to arrive at. Given
it does. It seems like they did that on purpose.
But look, because I'll be the first.
How does that happen?
I'll be the first one in there interrupting the movie, talking about, oh, it's a bet. I'll be the first one. I'll be the main one. I'll be the loudest one in there. I'll be throwing popcorn.
But see, don't forget, we're talking about a movie theater. There's serious trample risk through the emergency exits and stuff like that. If the crowd, depending on how big of a crowd we're talking about here,
it's a bet. So they know what they came there for. They knew the theme of the movie.
You know what
they knew what that it was.
Yeah, man. So,
hang on 1 second. Hang on. Uh-oh.
Oh, you took it off. It's gone.
No. Hang on. We're still going. I don't know what just happened to this thing. Hang on. Uh-oh.
They knew what night it was.
It looks like we're still going. I think we're still going. Let's see. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing, hang on a second. My video capture device kind of had to get a restart. Let's try this one more time.
I think I got the same
Sure.
hair that you got. But I think it's red.
What?
Come on.
The chair that he has.
The chair?
I think I have the same chair that he has, but it's red.
Oh,
Dude,
I think my son has
use
one
it.
kind of similar, but it's red and black.
You should use it next time, Tycho.
It's not the box. I don't know what it looks like. I think it looks like that though. I don't know what it looks like.
Take it out and set it up, and we'll see what happens with it.
It's in storage.
Oh man. All right. Well, eventually when you get that out,
we gonna see it. We all gonna see it soon. It's gonna be right here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in my little backdrop. I might have my little trinkets next to my chair. You know what I'm saying?
So here's the rest of the piece. Back to the story. An actual bat was spotted swooping around inside the movie theater, putting the movie on pause while management called animal control and tried unsuccessfully to get the critter out. Guests were offered their money back, but most chose to stick it out and watch the film, bat and all, according to one moviegoer. I mean, yeah.
But
guests were off.
What worked for them was that it was the Batman movie.
It worked. Exactly.
It worked.
Exactly.
They were probably like, this is an experience. Oh my
God. Right.
Hey, maybe somebody gets inspired to be a mass vigilante from that whole experience. The movie House and Eatery by Cinepolis says the bat was likely released into the theater as a prank. The theater's general manager, Heidi Dano, said they will be adding additional security and checking all bags upon guest entry. Okay.
No, they're not.
They
were checking my bag.
I would hope that no one carried a bat into the theater with their back.
There were no reports. There were no reports of anyone being bitten during the incident. Less than 1% of bats in the wild have rabies.
I'm on.
You won't turn into a vampire?
Yeah, see that's exactly why you leave the bat in there and let it fly around.
Oh, I'd have to get out of there then. You mean that I won't turn into a vampire?
I think the bigger concern is rabies than vampirism, but that's a statistical unlikely. That's statistically unlikely. Less than 1% have bats in the wild have Dracula. That. So I don't know.
So I wouldn't be the next Count Dracula. No.
I'm gonna make
Countess.
Sure I'm gonna make sure to bring a whole bunch of spiders to the next Spider-Man movie.
Exactly.
This is from The Mirror. This is from UK publication The Mirror. Woman comes up with genius way to stop new neighbors from stealing her packages. Have you guys encountered any of that? Hopefully not.
No. Have cameras. Positive. They be idiots.
Nobody steals packages in this neighborhood. If anything, I'm the one that steals the packages in this neighborhood.
Don't say that.
So he's kidding, but seriously.
Oh God, I tell you.
No, I have a camera. They'd be such idiots. They'd be incriminating themselves if they stole anything off of my porch. That would be the dumbest thing.
I know. I'm pretty sure most of these folks in this neighborhood got cameras. I don't have a camera. But ain't nobody finna steal no package from my house, because I stand right by the door with the little chopper.
Okay, all right. So here we go. Where is it? All right, I'll just start from the top. These days, you can get pretty much anything delivered to your home within 24 hours at the touch of a button. It's incredible. But while modern delivery services like Amazon Prime have opened up a window of opportunities for people who struggle to or just don't want to go shopping in person, it comes with its own fair share of issues. If you happen to not be at home when your delivery arrives, there's a good chance it'll get left on your doorstep, which can cause problems if you happen to live in an apartment complex with greedy neighbors in close proximity. Unfortunately, one woman learned this the hard way when she moved to a new address and found that one of her cheeky neighbors kept stealing her Amazon packages. Here we go. So she explains in a clip. This is a TikTok user at MED2386. She says, quote, got a new apartment and someone keeps stealing my Amazon packages. So I got an idea. Oh, shoot. Come on. Hang on. I think we lost connection a little bit. Hang on.
Oh,
stand by.
This is so weird, though. Like, that's just, like, why? Like, that's desperate.
Because, she got one package and she liked what was in the package. So she said, I'm going to keep hitting this person. I'm gonna keep getting this.
Right, but it's just so stupid. Like
good stuff. Yeah.
I don't understand. Like thieves. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of taking someone's I've had people's packages wrongfully delivered to me,
right?
And still gave it back,
right? Look to all them criminals out there. If you gonna steal from a store, not from a person. Is it?
Not from a person. Don't steal it all.
Yeah, don't steal it all. We're just gonna go ahead and take this moment to stress that Weekend Showcase does not endorse
Weekend Showcase doesn't steal
criminal activities. Oh boy.
Disclaimer.
Listen, I'm saying rob a bank. Don't
the opinions expressed.
Don't steal from Jimmy. Don't steal from little Jimmy down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Say that.
You don't need what little Jimmy got. You need what the bank got. I'm telling you.
But yeah, that's the issue that I have is just, I don't know, like just the mindset behind like stealing someone's. It's so invasive on another level because it's not even just that you're taking the packages from their property, but now I have to watch my back because there's a thief in the vicinity. Like there's a thief on the premises. That's like mentally damaging. It's not that, oh, you're just taking my things now. And it's personal though. Like when you take something from someone's house or their like porch, that's like different. Like you said, from then stealing from stores. Like you are at my home.
Right. Like, you know, if I leave $20 on my table, I should come back and see that $20 on my table. You know what I'm saying? Don't steal from me. Don't take my $20. You know what I'm saying?
So
unless you have to go get us some stuff from the store with the $20 and you're gonna pay me back. You know what I'm saying?
To get back at her light-fingered neighbors, Emmy decided to take an old Amazon parcel and fill it with garbage in the hopes it'll get stolen like all the rest of her packages. She even wrote a note and placed it inside, which read, "Here is some garbage for the piece of trash stealing my packages," before putting a new delivery label on the sealed box. And there you go.
That's good.
That's how you handle that, it would seem.
That's awesome.
You gotta catch that guy and then drip water on his forehead until he start freaking out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta catch that guy. He's stealing your packages, boy. You need the water. What do you call it? Water tap. Well, you better water tap. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Or have some semi-trained dogs, a movie theater bat, and a 5-legged lamb set to attack the package thief.
Yeah, stop him. That guy gotta go. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Tying it all together. We're tying it all together.
Show him. I like that. I like what you did with
that. You're welcome. You're welcome. No autographs, please. I'll be here all week.
Oh, man.
Anyway. Did you just say, oh, man? Oh, excuse me for being here all week. I'm so sorry.
I might leave.
You said no autographs, though. I mean, come on.
Oh, okay. There you go. Nice save. All right. Last one, and then we'll go ahead and shut this thing down. Oh, no. Let's make this quick. Woman says being a stay-at-home daughter and looking pretty is her job. Raina, this sounds like something we talked about last week.
What?
We did.
I mean, the woman who was evicted because it's don't hate me because I'm beautiful
and look pretty. It's a hard job. Somebody's got to do it.
I
miss being a stay-at-home daughter. Hang on. You know how awesome the stay-at-home daughters have it these days?
Well, I'm about to be a stay-at-home son.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you, like they get to be on social media. They get to go to school. They come home and their dinner's made already because their parents are cooking. You know.
Okay. Here we go. Let's read this off and get through this quickly. A woman who claims to be a stay-at-home daughter says she won't give in to pressure from people encouraging her to get a job because being pretty is enough to worry about. This is again from the Mirror. The TikTok user who posts on the handle at oh my God, that's a lot of consonants. Shoshana. Let me magnify this a little bit. I don't know how to pronounce this. Shoshanamanajan. Ugh. I hope I didn't just summon Candyman with that thing.
Right. He just hopes that it doesn't log her out so she can.
Or more like not Candyman, but the thing that Chucky used to say. You remember all the stuff he would say when he would like try to take someone's soul?
Screw you, Andy. I don't know what Chucky would say in those movies. But
Chucky?
Anyway.
Yeah. You didn't watch Child's Play?
No, I did. I'm just trying to remember what you're referencing with the catchphrase there.
I'll show you later.
All right. Well, anyway, shared a tongue-in-cheek clip of herself brushing her hair while mouthing the words, "No, it was no 15 minutes ago," and it. Oh no, it was no 15 minutes ago, and it's no now. Okay.
I refuse to get a job because I'm too pretty. Being pretty is enough.
Alongside the clip, she wrote, when everyone in your life is telling you to get a job, but they don't get that, being the stay-home daughter is a job, end quote. While it's unclear whether the TikToker was joking or not, the clip has since been viewed more than 180,000 times, prompting many other young women to agree with her comments, confessing they'd also found it difficult to maintain jobs.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah, Raina, go ahead. Shut this down.
You ready?
Go.
This generation has somewhat the luxury of making up occupations. Okay. Hear me out. There's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's I don't know if anybody does Snapchat much anymore. But let's talk TikTok and Instagram. Okay. You can decide to make a living off of looking pretty and being a stay-at-home daughter, right? You can. There are opportunities that can come out of that. Oddly enough, I mean, me personally, I just think it's pretty ridiculous what she's saying, but we live in a time where you absolutely 100% can do that and become, look at all the views that she has. TikTok famous, Instagram famous. Next thing you know, you have sponsorships and you're getting money from posts and different things. And you can. She can be a stay-at-home daughter and not get a, I guess, like 9 to 5 behind the desk job or whatever it is, and make a living off of saying stuff like this. She can. Look at the ridiculousness that we made of Catch Me Outside. How about that? No talent, childish, delinquent.
You're talking about the little viral meme that came out from that girl who showed up on Maury Povich, I think it was.
By the way,
was it Maury Povich or like Jerry Springer when he was heading off the air?
It was
Dr. Phil?
Mm-hmm.
It was Dr. Phil. Okay.
And she said, "Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?" And guess what? Now her name is Bad Baby. People still talk about her. That was years ago. She's a rapper now, supposedly. What? And this all came from being a juvenile child.
Right.
That said, "Catch me outside" to the audience member and wanted to fight her mom.
Right. She's taken his ignorance and she's turned it into a tangible object.
Literally. And so why can't this girl be a stay-at-home daughter?
You know, I get it entirely, you know.
It's the times we're living in.
But look, this is we're ignoring the elephant in the room here. The big thing is, yes, it's established that you can, but there's a point where can has to give way to should. You know, like I'm reminded of this, that there's a scene in the first Jurassic Park where Goldblum has this great line where he's talking about the scientists who were helping to create all the clone dinosaurs. They were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that nobody ever stopped to think about if they should. You know, like this is not just because you can get away with something like this because you're attractive enough. I mean, that doesn't make you a better person.
It doesn't, but we live in the time of why not? Why not? Like, why not? We live in that time.
So then what
you see when you ask,
so then what are our values? What are our values as a culture that allow for that thought space to? Sorry, go ahead, Kaiko. Sorry.
No. I'm saying what you're saying. You know that you what exactly what you're saying, and what are your values, and what is the morality spectrum of it? And it's like, the girl ain't thinking. None of these people are thinking about this stuff anymore. You know, there's no morality value scale on none of this content that's being released these days. This
not
Gen
anymore, at all.
Called Gen Z. Gen Z is the new generation. That's the, you know, this is the mascot, if you will, of of Gen Z. You know,
and don't even get me started on like I said, I'm an educator. The stuff I hear and see on a daily basis on my campus itself, the way that the kids talk, the options that they have, personally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like it's just a very different time. And I don't remember growing up, and I know I had those type of like options. I can choose to be my own person. I don't have to be who my parents want me to be. I'm going to choose to, you know, my brother went through it. My brother, I have a 19-year-old brother. 1 year he wanted to be a professional skateboarder. 1 year he wanted to be a photographer. 1 year he wanted to be a track star. 1 year he wanted to do music. 1 year he wanted to be a professional gamer. He's never wanted to go to college. Still does not want to go to college, does not go to college. And he's successful right now. Both of my parents are college graduates. My dad was pretty famous in college from UCLA, and he didn't understand why my brother would, like, why wouldn't you want to go to college? Like, to them, our parents like, what are you doing with your life? What do you want to do with your life? And my brother refused. He's like, I am not going to UCLA. I am not going to college. I'm not following you guys' footsteps, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to be fine. And he is just fine.
How old is he now?
He's 20. He's 20. Yeah, he was 19. But this went on for all of his teenage years. High school was rough for him. And he decided, after high school, I'm not going to college. And I also
he has time. He has time to change his mind depending on like where life takes him. If he winds up, coming to that conclusion on his own. I went back to school at 27. So
yeah, because what I'm saying now is his ability to say no to my parents. I never got that opportunity.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I never got the opportunity to literally tell my parents, no, I'm not going to college. And I'm just going to do what I want till I figure out what I want to do. I didn't really feel like I had that opportunity. My brother took full advantage of that whole Gen Z thing. It's very different. And he's doing great now. My brother is pretty successful. That boy is 20, not even 21 yet. And he's like doing his thing and never listen. Honestly, I feel like he didn't listen to my parents. Like,
what does he do now?
Now he runs a company that's kind of like Amazon, like it's a shipping company. He started working there for a little bit, but now he runs it. Like he went in just as a worker and would drop off packages and do things like packaging and stuff. Now he runs it.
He worked his way up from the mailroom, so to speak.
It's kind of weird. It's not weird, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Has a couple of cars, buys cars when he wants to have cars, has a beautiful girlfriend. Like, I'm just like, wow, dude, I wish I freaking knew. I was like,
it's possible.
I always listened to mom and dad for the most part. I was kind of a rebel too, but I said all that to say, like, he just did what he wanted to do and it worked out for him. And that's the example that a lot of these kids have now.
But
a lot of these,
it seems like we're kind of arriving at the right place in terms of where the expectations should be, especially in light of sort of having defined what parental expectations are. Like this past Friday, Turning Red finally came out on Disney Plus. I saw it for the first time this morning, and like a good 90, well, maybe 85% of the plot of that film revolves around basically the dynamic between the daughter and the mom. And mom's expectations or parental, because like both parents are there, parental expectations for how the daughter should like conduct herself and like, academia first. And there's actually this great line. The mom is sort of like thinks aloud, but like, she can hear, and like we, the audience, can hear. She actually fantasizes about the daughter growing up to be like United Nations General Secretary or something, like, like you can see, like she's sort of like forecasting how many times has this happened in real life where the parents sort of like they sort of superimpose their deep-seated like desires for life aspirations on their child as though that's something the child wants to do themselves. So it's one of those things. That was a really masterfully done movie, by the way. But Turning Red.
Show the kids, yeah.
But anyway, Kaiko, do you have any last words on this? And then we got to shut down.
I more power to her is all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? More power to all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. if you're gonna go independent, like be independent, but like, you know, have a clear vision for what that looks like and how you're going to really sort of like how you're going to survive, and in a way that hopefully is, you know, ethical and gives
your looks
back in some capacity. Hopefully.
This is human evolution right here. This is an example of human evolution. You know, this is what we're turning into.
on that note, let's maybe cut the video feed of that then. We're still giving that oxygen by like leaving it on screen talking about this. But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. You know, people are going to form their own decisions. And, you know, we're talking about an age range where, you know, as you leave your teen years and into your 20s, we're all sort of like finding our voices anyway, you know, at that point in life. And it's not everyone can be Raina's brother, unfortunately, in terms of like making the right decisions and being smart about those decisions themselves and what happens next. He was fortunate. I'm not going to say lucky. I almost said lucky. He was fortunate. He had the intelligence and the grit.
And he's doing pretty good for himself. I'm just like, wow, dude, I'm proud of you. And it's crazy. Last year, my birthday, he actually said I inspire him, and I like totally cried. And I was just like, that's really weird because I'm in my 30s, but I'm super inspired by my brother. I can't hear what anybody says. Like, oh, dude, how do you do that?
All right, let's shut this down there. This has been Weird News for the week ending Sunday, March 13th. Today's the 13th? Yeah, Sunday, March 13th, 2022. Thank you all so much, those of you at home, for tuning in and joining us. Technical difficulties aside, we'll get the hang of this. I don't know what's happening with our Zoom rooms lately. Right. Things kind of like popping in and out and all that sort of thing. But we'll get it figured out, and we'll have the audio podcast version of this up as well within the next day and a half for that crowd as well. So however you got us, thank you for spending a little time with us. And Raina, Kaiko, once again, thank you for spending a little time with us as well. Really appreciate it.
You know,
silent signs. The podcast audience can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
You know. Always peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love.
There we go. There's the sign.
Finish out with the salute.
All right. And remember, if you haven't already, don't forget to drop us a like, drop us a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And find our podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And hit us up with a DM in Twitter or Instagram at Weekend Showcase if you have any suggestions for weird news topics we should talk about next Sunday. In the meantime, have a great week. Be safe, be healthy. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Salute.